Hey guys, it's Amber and I'm a work in progress. So by the title of this video, you're already aware that I decided to start Weight Watchers. And we're gonna talk about that here in a minute, but I have some stuff to do. I got my Built Bars in the mail and I also need to cut up a watermelon. So we're going to whistle while we work. You know what I mean? All right, we're not working with the most flattering angle, but I have cabinets above me, so I can't just make you taller. So you have to shrink down. I do not remember how much these Built Bars scan for. If I remember correctly, they were like 4 or 5 points a bar the last time I did Weight Watchers. So I will put the points on the screen once I'm able to scan them, but I'm filming on my phone. I need to scan on my phone, so. They gave like a little free travel container, which is pretty cool because it comes with these little ice packs. So like if I know I'm like going shopping for the day or something and I know I'm gonna wanna take a snack and not eat out, I can put my little bar in here and throw it in my purse and it won't be melted because it's real chocolate, it will melt. So that's pretty nice. And then here you have it. So I got the variety pack, which comes with like their regular Built Bars, which I know I like, but it also comes with some of these puffs, which I'm very excited about because I haven't tried these yet. Are they all gluten-free? I didn't even think of that. Yeah, okay, gluten-free. This packaging is harder to read. So we have cherry. I do plan on having, it's expensive to buy protein bars, so I plan on having about half a bar a night. That way this box will last all month. I will have a sweet treat in the evenings that gives me about, I don't know, 9 grams of protein. So that is a good treat for me. So this is like a chocolate and cherry. We have the puff churro. Oh, I remember loving this one. The coconut almond. A raspberry. Mint brownie. Double chocolate. I'm hoping the cookies and cream is in here because I've never had that one. And it said it was. Yeah, okay, here we go. Cookies and cream. Brownie batter. Oh, peanut butter brownie batter. Coconut marshmallow puff. Pretty much if it has chocolate and coconut, I like it. A regular coconut. The other one had almond in it. Salted caramel. Ooh, banana cream pie. I might have to hide this one from my husband. He loves banana cream. So there are the bars we got. And now I'm going to cut my watermelon while we have a chit chat. Okay, so when I first started my channel, I talked about losing weight slowly, and I've been trying to do that for a long time actually. And I am, but it's a bit too slowly. I think if I were maybe like 20 pounds away from my goal, what I've been doing would be great because you can slowly lose weight while keeping your calories up, and you already look good, you already feel good, so who cares if it takes a long time? However, I'm not at that stage in my journey. I still want to lose about 65 pounds or 60. I actually don't really have a specific number. What I have is like what I want to look and feel like in clothes and things like that. So how my body looks is more important to me. So if I put on muscle and if I don't lose exactly 65 pounds, I'm okay with that as long as I look good. That's what I want. I want to look good. I want to feel good. So just with that in mind, oh, grabbed the wrong size spoon. So with that in mind, I'm on a Facebook page from Sophie Marie D, who did like a May challenge, and everyone that was on Weight Watchers lost a lot more than me. I think I lost 0.8 pounds. I had lost more in the beginning, and then it kind of was up and down, up and down. So I ended up the month with losing 0.8 pounds. And this is with me walking 10,000 steps a day, doing a weightlifting about 3 times a week, eating, like tracking all my food. That's a lot of work to lose 0.8 pounds. Yes, I do feel better. I have more energy. But like I said, I'm far enough away from my goal that I feel like I could still feel better and have energy while still losing weight. So the last time I did like Weight Watcher points on this channel, I was actually using the Healthy app, or the used to be I Track Bites, just kind of like the old version of Weight Watchers, but it's still not the exact same. There's still different plans, and I haven't actually done real Weight Watchers for years and years. That's what I lost most of my weight with, whenever I lost 50 pounds. And then I tried it again when I had about 20 pounds to lose, but I was also training for a half marathon, and they didn't vibe together. Like doing the Weight Watchers while trying to train for a half marathon wasn't working out for me, so I canceled it. And that's the last time I've done Weight Watchers. So I just decided, they're having a sale today. I think it's going to be over by the time you see this. I am sorry. Maybe I'll post something on Instagram just while the sale's going. I actually texted my mom and my sister. My sister joined today too. So this is May 31st, the Tuesday, and you'll be seeing this on Saturday. So what this video is for the first 4 days of my Weight Watchers journey. And I already have food for pretty much 2 weeks in my house, minus I'll need to get some more fruits and vegetables, you know, like in a week. I don't have things here that are specifically for Weight Watchers. So this is just food I have that I'm gonna be making work for Weight Watchers. I do actually like this new personalized plan. I know some people were not that fond of it. People who were already on Weight Watchers and then they had to switch to personal plan weren't that fond of it. I actually really like it because my biggest problem with Weight Watchers is in the past I've had a hard time eating enough calories while doing it. For now that I have so many 0-point foods, I think that I'll be able to eat a lot more calories, like in a healthy way, not have to eat 1,200 calories. 1,200 calories is not enough food, not at all. So I'll be able to actually eat enough calories with all these 0-point foods, and it will make me mindful of making sure I'm getting. Sometimes I do great getting fruits and vegetables, and sometimes I don't, but I like them. So doing a plan where it prioritizes them, but I'm still happy because I like it, that sounds good to me. So we're doing real Weight Watchers. Pretty excited about it. I've been very conflicted, like I said, but I'm ready to lose weight. And if I need to take a break in like 6 months and kind of reverse diet out of it for a bit and then start again, then that's what I'll do in 6 months once I'm already much closer to my goal. But I'm nowhere near my goal, and I want results now. So, and I don't mean like now, like if I don't lose 5 pounds this month, I'm not going to be happy. You know what I mean? But I've been on track of the last 4 months. I've lost 1 pound a month. 1 pound a month, y'all. Pound a month just isn't going to cut it when you have that much weight to lose. It would literally take me like 4 years to be like at a comfortable weight. So no, thank you. See how fast that was? Now we have our watermelon prepped and ready to go. So I will put my 0-point foods here on the screen. I have like the chicken and turkey. I picked sweet potato, whole grain rice, beans, and like fruits and vegetables, obviously. Oh, it's so low. So those are my 0-point foods. That's a lot of 0-point foods, and I'm only gonna get 19 points a day. I like this where you get to track a cup of vegetables and get a point back. Track your water, get a point back. Those things I actually like. Because like I said, I like vegetables. And it's just that little bit, it's like getting a sticker when you're a kid, when you did something right. You get a little sticker. And it's so motivating. And we're still like that. Our, psychology is still like that. So I like the fact that I get a point back. So far I've had 2 tablespoons of this creamer with my coffee. I woke up late, so that's all I had for breakfast. And then I had my chicken thighs with the broccoli, all that stuff I made at my Get More Protein video, and then it had half a cup of rice in it. I ate that for lunch because it's already prepped, and it was 7 points, but I got a point back for having a cup of vegetables in it. So I've used 8 points, I think, so far today. And that was with me actually going ahead and tracking 4 tablespoons of this because I'm about to make an iced coffee. So that's 2 points for the coffee creamer, 6 points for my lunch. I have dirty rice in the fridge from leftovers that I'm gonna have for dinner. And I'm just gonna go ahead and track it and then see what I need to do throughout the day to make sure I stay on track with those points. But first, iced coffee. I make my own iced coffee. If you are interested, So I make my own iced coffee. It was 10 ounces of coffee with 4 quarts of water. 4 quarts is 4 plus 16 cups of water. This is a 1 gallon container. So I basically put a whole pack, 10 ounce pack of water of coffee grounds in here, filled it up with water, left it on the counter overnight, strained it the next day with a mesh sieve and cheesecloth. If you don't use the cheesecloth, it will go through the sieve, and then put it right back in here, and then filled it up until it was the gallon because I couldn't fit all the water in here with the coffee grounds because it makes a gallon. So I have a gallon it costs like $6.50 for the bag of coffee, and you can get a cheaper bag of coffee. I do like the darker roast, so we did a French roast. I think it just tastes best if you want like a good coffee taste. If you don't like strong coffee flavor and you'd rather taste more like of your creamer, you can always go with a more mild roast. So for this iced coffee, it's 1 point. Because the coffee's nothing, and then I use 2 tablespoons of this sugar-free creamer. Then you have to actually do measure it, just because you can pour a lot of this stuff and not realize it. This is pretty dark. So I'm also gonna add just a splash of almond milk, and I'm not gonna track this. It's 30 calories for a whole cup, so I'm not worried about the 2 tablespoons I just put in there. So like I was saying, it's been a really long time since I've done actual Weight Watchers, and I think there's gonna be quite a big difference because of those things that where you can get points back and get more 0 point foods. So I'm really excited about that. If you have never done Weight Watchers before, or you're thinking about signing up, I'll explain a little bit of the process. I just did it a few hours ago, so it's still pretty fresh in my mind. I was watching a couple things. I'm like, I'm just gonna go see how much it costs. So I went to their website, WW, and saw that there was a promotion, of course, and it said, figure out your meal plan or something like that, or you could just join now. So I went through pick my meal plan. I can't remember the exact wording on it. And I should have screen recorded, but I didn't think about it because I didn't know I was actually gonna do it. Went through a whole bunch of questions. How much support do you want? Do you want to do this on your own? Do you need a coach? You could tell it was kind of really pushing you towards that coaching option, which cost more. I did just like the basic plan, where it's literally just the app and the program, not any of the one-on-one coaching or any of that stuff. So it told me that would be my plan. It told me the different cost breakdown. Today they're having, it's like for the first 6 months, you get the first month free, $13 a month for the next 5 months, and you get a free cookbook. And then it's like $23 a month after that if you don't cancel. So I'm gonna give myself 6 months on Weight Watchers to see what my progress is. Honestly, that gives me till the very end of November will be when my 6 months is up, and I'll have plenty of time to see how this worked for me. I'd like to lose about 1 pound a week. That would make me very happy. But honestly, I know if I'm down much of anything, if I'm down more than 1 pound a month, then I'm still doing better than I'm doing now. So I'm gonna keep my expectations realistic. I don't wanna say I'm gonna lose 2 pounds a week, because that's just, like I said, that's pretty unrealistic. At least in the long term, I might lose 2 pounds for the first couple weeks, but I don't see that happening long term. If it does, awesome. I'm not gonna complain about it, but I don't think it will. And I'm okay with that. I'm not looking for a fast term solution, just something to get me on my journey and like actually moving. You know what I mean? coffee break. Once I signed up, I downloaded the app, and then when I opened my app and signed in, that's when it took me through that questionnaire of like how much you work out, how often do you sleep, all these things, what kind of 0 point foods do you want, and I already told you what I picked, and then it kind of spits you out to your, you know, I guess client portal, I don't know, where it shows you like how many points you get a day and where you can log your food and look up recipes and all that kind of stuff. So I get 19 points a day. Let me look, actually. I just recorded that screen for you. I'm gonna pop it up here. This is the page I was talking about where it tells you how many points you get. I went to tomorrow since I already logged some points in today to make sure the points were right. I get 19 points a day and I get 28 weekly points. I think this is gonna be a good amount considering how much stuff I'm getting 0 points. Fruits, vegetables, and like potatoes and pasta, that's big. Like I can have potatoes for every meal and not have to count it. That's gonna be very filling for me. With me being gluten-free, really the only other carbs I eat are like corn tortillas, which is 2 points for 2 tortillas that I eat, I think. At least that's what it was on the healthy app. I'll have to look. So that really takes care of all my carbs that I typically eat in a week. So, and then with me wanting to make protein a priority, I still want to make protein a priority even on Weight Watchers. Number one, it's 0 points if I use those particular proteins. But it's also just really good with me working out and wanting to stay full, all those things. So having eggs every morning or most mornings, I'm actually about to hard boil some eggs here in a minute so that I have it for the next couple breakfasts. I can never say that word properly. Is it breakfasts? Breakfasts. I feel like I never had a problem saying that word until like a couple weeks ago when I tried to say it on camera, and now I don't know how to say it. Now I don't even remember what I was saying. I got off on a breakfast tangent. Oh, so with me having free eggs, I do have cottage cheese in there, but with me having so many 0 point options, I think just taking the hit on the points for cottage cheese is not gonna be that big of a deal for me. I don't like fat-free cottage cheese, so making that one of my options really wasn't gonna help me because I like the 4%, and honestly with having insulin resistance, having that extra fat is good. I also decided to go ahead and sign up for some challenges. They have where you can join challenges, and I joined one that was you track one meal every day for 7 days. That's the challenge. And another challenge is getting 70 minutes of activity Monday through Friday, I think. So I'm already a day short, but I think I can make it up because I think my normal workouts are about 30 minutes. And if I do it today and then do it 2 more times, I'll already have that total. And I like that. I like that you can add little challenges and stuff that you can do to help just encourage movement. These aren't hard things. Like tracking one meal a day for 7 days, that's not a hard challenge. It's just a little incentive. And I feel like anything you can do is a good thing. So I have seen what Nikki Gets Fit, I think her name is. I will link her channel below. She's lost a bunch of weight on Weight Watchers. I started watching her back when I was doing healthy / I track bites. And one thing I really thought was a great idea that she implemented when she was losing weight was she did not put her milestones at weight loss. So, you know, a lot of people will reward themselves. Okay, when I lose 5 pounds, I'll reward myself. When I lose 10 pounds, I'll reward myself. She put it at time being consistent. So basically each month she was consistent that month, she would get herself something. So you can't really make yourself lose weight, if that makes sense. You can do all the things right. I think we've all been there where you've eaten properly, you've worked out, you've done all the things, and for some reason the scale just won't budge. And instead of being, you know, down on yourself, or maybe you lost 4 pounds that month, but you didn't lose the 5, so then you don't reward yourself. That's just demoralizing. And I think just honoring the work you've done throughout the month is a much more like healthy, sustainable way to encourage yourself. So I'm gonna kind of think about some small things I can do to reward myself at the end of each month. That means I'll get 6 little gifts along the way as long as I'm being consistent. I'll be doing that over this next 4 days. This might be a little bit of a longer video because I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what it's like for the first few days. I don't know if I'm gonna do 3 days or 4 days because that'd put me editing pretty late Friday for this to go out on Saturday. We'll see what happens. But I think it's good to show, because I know whenever I was not sure if I wanted to join Weight Watchers, I'd watch videos like these to be like, well, what are people eating? What is it actually like to be on the program? So not only am I going to show you what it's like to be on the program, I'm going to show you what it's like to be new on the program and you have a house full of food, and can I still make this work? Or do I need to put it off till next Monday when I go grocery shopping? We've all done that, right? No, you don't have to wait till you go grocery shopping. You're eating normal food just like you always would. So not everything. I bought turkey. It's not the 1% lean. We're going to make it work. I bought beef and all other sorts of stuff, you know? I think like most people, I will have to play with what my 0 point foods are eventually, but I'm pretty excited to start off with these particular foods first thing, just to make it easier transition, because if I can have roast potatoes with my lunch every day, I could literally have my already made blackened chicken strips. I have a bunch of potatoes already here, roast those. I have frozen broccoli, put that in the air fryer, and have a 0 point lunch. Like, I think this is gonna be a good thing, because it's encouraging me to eat things that I already like and already have. My goal is to get 10,000 steps, so I have a lot of walking I need to go do, as well as boil some eggs, do some vacuuming, stuff like that around the house. So I need to get going, and I will record the next time I eat something. Oh, also, you get a point back for water, which I like. I think I already said that, but I've already had 20 ounces of water, and then I've partially through my giant bottle that keeps, it holds 6 cups of water, but I put 2 cups of ice in it, so I count it for 4 cups. So basically, as long as I'm getting 2 of those big containers every day, I know I'm gonna get my point back for water. So, woohoo! My goal is throughout the day to get my water point, to get some vegetable points, and to get my activity points. That way, when I wanna have my late night snack, and I say late night, after dinner snack, which is probably most likely gonna be a Built Bar, that most of those points have already been added up just through my actual healthy habits and not taken out of my daily points, if that makes sense. So let's see if I can do that. We have a few days to try. It is 3 o'clock. I'm halfway to my step goal and have more than half of my water already. I'm going to eat 1 banana for 0 points. And I'm not that hungry actually, but I know I haven't eaten many calories or 0 point foods. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this just so that I don't have a binge later, because I am prone to that, where I don't eat enough at the beginning of the day and then I'm starving by the end of the night. So just to avoid that, I try to eat a little more throughout the day, making sure to like break it up throughout the day instead of a whole bunch of calories at one time. A quick update on the Built Bars. I went ahead and scanned them all. All of the puffs are 4 points. All of the bars that say 130 calories and 17 grams are only 3 points. And that does actually include, and the 3 points does also include this one that is, it's 180 calories, but it has 19 grams. So this is also only 3 points. And the only one that was 5 points was the, of course, the coconut and almond, the one I like a lot. I'm sure I'll like a lot of these other ones too. It's just been a really long time since I've had them. So that's actually a really good snack. 3 or 4 points for a bar. I'm not gonna have to half it. And I can just eat a whole one at night and just, you know, do them like every other day to make sure they last longer. So I'm actually really excited about that, because I'm pretty sure the last time I was on Weight Watchers, they were all this like 5 points. So I'm sure, I don't know if the formula's changed or if it's because of the way the points have changed, but it's very exciting. It's 5 and I'm actually starting to get hungry, but I don't really want to use any points. So I'm actually going to just chop up this potato and throw some seasonings and spray it with oil. I'm going to cook it for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to add a couple strips of the blackened chicken like you get from the Tysons. I have where I make my own. I'm going to add a couple strips of that, and so have some chicken and potato. And I will show you when it is finished. I am about to have dinner. I have a dirty rice with beef. I thought I had green beans, but it's actually zucchini. And then I added just a little bit of a fajita blend of like bell pepper and onion just to boost it up to where it was that 1 cup of vegetables. If I finish this and I'm still hungry, then I'm going to have some pineapple and strawberry. This was 9 points, and then you get a point back for the vegetables. So it's like 8 points, and it's gonna be really filling. So I'm pretty happy about that. You could definitely get this down in points if you weren't using beef. But when I made this, I was not on Weight Watchers, so I used beef instead of the lean turkey. So for now, it's gonna be 9 points. Okay, it's 9 o'clock at night. I've gotten all my steps. I've taken a shower, got my nails done, and I'm going to finish the day with my protein bar. I had pretty low calorie or point day, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the 5-point bar because I know I can fit it in today. I don't know what the rest of my week's gonna look like. I'm gonna scooch over and put my thing on the screen here, what I ended up with. I ended up with 24 points. That means I used my 3 bonus points for getting water and 2 things of vegetables. I used 2 weekly points, but I earned 6 weekly points by getting my steps in. So I still actually have like 4 points I could use today of things I just earned today. But tomorrow it's going to reset because my sister wants to weigh in on Wednesdays, and it's me, my sister, and my mom are all doing this together now, which is really exciting. So Wednesday is weigh-in day, and all my stuff will start over. I'll start with a clean slate, and I'm looking forward to it. This I should have shown you before I ripped it open. This is the coconut and almond one. I opened this package and you can smell the chocolate and coconut so well. No. My dog's trying to lick the wrapper. Okay, just finished my Built Bar, and I did want to say it is good. And I think for a protein bar, it's delicious. But I wouldn't go into it thinking that it's going to taste like a candy bar. They have candy bar flavors, especially if you like an Almond Joy, you'll probably like that one. But that one in particular still did have like a protein taste to me. I'll be interested to try some of the other flavors to see if that protein taste is still there. So we'll just see. Well, I'm happy I bought the variety pack so I can let you know. Everyone who I've seen have them on their channel, they're sponsored by them. They've been sent them or they've been paid money to review them. So I haven't been. I bought them with my own money, so I can tell you exactly what I feel about them. If everyone tastes like that, I don't think I'll be spending $26 again on a box. That's how I feel today. Now, I haven't tried the other flavors in forever, so they may be completely worth it, and there might be some that I'm like, yeah, you got to get a box of this. But as far as that coconut almond, especially with it being 5 points instead of like the 3 as like the other ones, I'm going to pass on those in the future. So it's now 10 o'clock. I've been up since 7:30. I spent my morning, I had my collagen coffee like you saw. I spent my morning doing my measurements and my before pictures. So I'm a little depressed now. It is what it is. We've all been there, right? If you're watching this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm really hungry now that I've been up for several hours and haven't eaten. So I just got my breakfast ready. I just got my water filled up. I have not had any water because I don't want to add water to that inch. My waist is big enough. I don't need water weight on my waist. So I got a lot of water to make up today. I'm going to be peeing all night long, all night. Okay, breakfast time. She's not a looker, but she's gonna be tasty, and yeah. So I have 0 points for my eggs here. I accidentally overboiled my eggs a little bit. A cup of watermelon. This is 1 slice of gluten-free Canyon Bakehouse toast with half a tablespoon of this whipped cream cheese with some strawberries. This plus my coffee is 4 points. Okay, just got dinner on. It is a French dip roast. I'm gonna make a separate video that's gonna go up on Wednesday with the recipe, because this video is already gonna be long enough without doing recipes as well. So keep an eye out for that recipe, but that recipe did need half a can of Coke Zero. So I'm gonna finish the other half, because I feel like that's like my cooking fee, you know? Half a Coke Zero. I'm gonna have this. I'm not quite hungry for lunch yet because I had that late breakfast. So whenever I'm ready, I'm gonna have more of the chicken thighs with vegetables and rice, and I will show you that when it's ready. It is lunchtime, and I'm gonna have my same thing I had yesterday. I ended up adding an extra cup of vegetables to this. 2 cups of the vegetables that you get a point back for, half a cup of rice, and 3 ounces of chicken thighs. So I'm going to have this. I'm gonna have a little bit heavier dinner, so I wanted to add that extra vegetables. Number 1, to like fill me up more since I'm not gonna eat as much throughout the day. And then 2, to get that point back. So I am loving that point back system. That's all the encouragement I needed to cut up the zucchini and air fry it. Yeah, that's very motivating for me. Like I said, as someone who already likes vegetables, that's really motivating for me to go ahead and add more of those throughout my day. Okay, it's snack time. I'm gonna have another banana. I have lots of fruit in there, but these are about the perfect ripeness for me. I like it when they have a bunch of brown, but not like totally mushy yet. So I'm gonna eat that. I've really enjoyed not tracking my fruit. I don't love tracking every single thing I eat. So not having to track the fruit and then not having to individually type in like the different vegetables, just having to add it on that button. I love those 2 things. There are a few other things I really love about the app. That plan your week or weekly plan, whatever it's called. Let me put it here. That is amazing. My sister showed me that, and I'm in love with that. I went ahead and typed in the recipes that I'm gonna use for tomorrow's dinner and added it to tomorrow's plan. And then when tomorrow happens, I can go to that plan and then hit track my recipe. So you do the work once and then you have an idea. I think the best tip for weight loss is to plan, to have an idea of what you're gonna do in the days and weeks to come. That way you're not kind of caught off guard, because it's a lot of those moments where there's not anything healthy and easy access in the house that you'll go off track. So having that plan in there is amazing. I love that feature. So if you're not using it, you might want to start, especially whenever you sit down to do your meal plan anyway, to go find out what you're buying from the grocery store, to go ahead and take a few minutes and add those to that plan over there. So simple, so effective. So loving it. It is mid-afternoon. I just washed our potatoes. I'm letting them dry so I can bake them. And I'm gonna have a little pick-me-up with an iced coffee. This is 1 point. I did the same thing I did yesterday with 2 tablespoons of the creamer plus just a splash of almond milk. And today I actually added a little bit of sugar-free caramel. I think I liked it better yesterday without the caramel. But 1 point. I have earned a few points to eat later today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna eat it before or after dinner. I'm just gonna kind of listen to my hunger cues. I was a little hungry before getting the coffee. We'll see if this satisfies me or if I want something else. Dinner was good. I probably could have had half the amount of potato and meat that was on my plate because I'm really, really full. But it was 10 points, but then you get a point back for all those vegetables. We have plenty of leftovers, so I'll be having it again. It's obviously not a super low point meal. However, I wasn't ever planning on it being a low point meal because, like I said, I bought this stuff before ever joining Weight Watchers. My husband brought me back some fancy chocolate from his work trip, so I'm very excited to have that for dessert later. But first, we're going to the park to finish getting my steps. I only have about 3,000 left to get. I have a feeling we'll be getting more than that. But he just got home, so I'm gonna spend some time with him because he's been out of town for a few days. We just got back from our walk. Sorry about the lighting. It is now getting dark outside. I'm gonna have 1 cup of this chocolate. It's like the Fairlife chocolate milk where it has 13 grams of protein and 50% less sugar. So I'm gonna have 1 cup of this for 5 points, and I'm gonna have half of this chocolate bar for 2 points. This puts me at 28 points for the day. Here's my stats. As long as I get 29 points or less, I still get my blue dot. And since I walked almost 12,000 steps today, I did earn a lot more activity points. So I'm gonna go ahead and use those since I'm hungry. So that is day 2, and tomorrow will be the last day I film for this video. So I will see you back tomorrow. Good morning. This is my 2nd cup of coffee. I'm gonna have a 4-point bar and a 0-point banana. So this is 6 points total with my 2 cups of coffee. So it is day 3 on Weight Watchers, and I have a horrible headache. I think it's allergies, but pretty much my focus is going to things I have to do today, like for the household. And the food portion is taking a back seat. Now, with that, I don't mean I'm not tracking, because I am. I just mean picking pre-packaged foods, things like that, is what's going to keep me on track today. And I think that if you don't make wiggle room for those things, you're going to do yourself a disservice. Yes, I absolutely think that like eating whole foods, fruits and vegetables and things are essential to your health. However, you do need days where you can just throw some crap on a plate and move on with your day. You know what I'm saying? And that is today. I know I'm going to be putting forth a little bit more effort for dinner, and I'm also going to be having a giant salad with dinner. So I'm not as worried throughout the day. I know I'm hungry today, but I also like the thought of cooking. That doesn't sound good to me. So we're just, you know, like I said, we're throwing some stuff on a plate. Sorry you can hear the washing and dryer. That's one of the things I have to do today. And, you know, you get it. So you obviously already saw my breakfast, which was 2 cups of coffee, a bar, a banana, and then later in the day I had a little bit of applesauce. And this is my kind of lunch. And I say that because I'll probably be hungry and I'll worry about that later. But for now, I just threw some stuff on this plate. I got 15 of these nut thins for 3 points, 1 tablespoon of this cheese spread for 2 points, 0 points for my mandarin orange, and then 2 points for my tuna. I'll be hungry in a little bit. I'll worry about that later. This is 5 points. I still have 3 points after pre-tracking dinner without going into any of my weeklies. So with all the 0-point options I have in the house, I don't think it'll be a problem. Okay, I went on a little walk to see if it would help. Maybe it did a little bit, but not a lot. Now I just feel tired, but my headache isn't as bad. I'm going to have one of these Built bars. This is the cookies and cream for 3 points. I have not had this one yet, so let's give it a try. Okay, this one's definitely better than the other one. It has almost like a chewy caramel kind of texture. Yeah. How like stretchy it is. That one for 3 points. Yeah, I'd buy that one again. Thank you, Built Bar. You've redeemed yourself from the coconut almond. I don't taste protein in this one at all. I don't think I could tell you. I wouldn't take a bite of that without knowing it was cookies and cream and tell you cookies and cream. Honestly, it just tastes like a dark chocolate candy bar, but good for me. I love a dark chocolate candy bar, so I am here for this. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and I'm gonna go watch a little YouTube and chill out, drink some water before I have to do all this laundry that's going. This is a cup of spinach, about 3 ounces of chicken that just has some taco seasoning on it, a 4th cup of black beans, which are also 0 points for me. I did 1 point worth of this salsa verde avocado, and then I just added a little bit of salsa to make sure that there's enough kind of like dressing to cover my spinach. The only thing that had points was the dressing, but because I got a point back for the spinach, this is basically like a 0 point salad because they kind of cancel each other out. And yeah, I am feeling much better, so I felt like putting a little effort in. Y'all, I feel so hungry today. So I went ahead and ate a hard-boiled egg, and I'm gonna add some watermelon, both 0 points. So I'm still staying within my point range, just choosing all of my 0 point foods. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I ate a little too low calories the 2 days before, but I really feel like I just cannot like eat enough. Like I'm not feeling satisfied. And it's not boredom, because I've gone on walks and stuff trying to kind of distract myself. It's like physical stomach pain, hunger. So I'm just gonna keep eating 0 point foods if that keeps happening. So some days are good, some days are Headache has come back, but I finally feel full after the watermelon. I think it just goes to show they give you those activity points for a reason. I've gotten a lot of activity points that I've barely used, and I think I just need to be more conscious of using weeklies every day within my daily. Who cares if you get a blue dot if you're still within your points? I think that's just something to be mindful for. The last time I did Weight Watchers, I didn't eat enough. So it's just something I'm constantly cognizant of to make sure I am. I've had a lot of 0 point foods over the last few days, but I've also had quite a bit of activity the last few days. So I just need to make sure that, hey, they even say it on all of the stuff. We're giving you points for a reason, eat your points. So I need to do that. So I'll probably go over points today. I might not get my blue dot today, just depending on how I feel after eating that salad for dinner. We'll see. It's already 6, but my husband isn't getting off until 7, and it'll take him about 40 minutes to get home. So I'm not even gonna start cooking for another hour. So that's a long time to go. So once I eat dinner, I probably won't eat anything else because it is gonna be quite a bit later in the day. But today was a lot more difficult, mainly because of just the hunger. And I think earlier in the day, had I bulked up my meals, probably wouldn't have been as big of an issue. But with this headache, it's just been not my finest day. And that's okay, because I think it also shows that on Weight Watchers, you don't have to have perfect days. So it's okay if you have to eat prepackaged foods. It's okay if you go over on your points. It's okay if you eat a whole bunch of 0 point foods. Stop trying to be perfect. Manage your hunger, manage your energies, all that stuff, and worry about your health. I don't know, I'm rambling at this point. I'm gonna go. Okay, y'all, I'm stressed the F out. Earlier, I killed a scorpion on my coffee table, and now there was one on my pant leg from sitting outside that I had to hit off with my spoon that I had in my hand, and my husband slammed it with a plate. 2 scorpions in one day. I've never seen a scorpion in my life. We're new to this part of Texas, and I'm not okay with this. No one asked my opinion, but it's gonna be a no for me. Finishing my day with some iced coffee, making a Vietnamese version where it actually has 2 tablespoons of sweet condensed milk, which is a splurge because that's 7 points. But I do want to start using some of my weeklies, so this is how I'm having it. It's basically dessert coffee. It's delicious. And that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to making more Weight Watcher videos for you in the future with delicious recipes. Come back on Wednesday for that French dip recipe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.